Okay. So today we'll talk about a new topic, session 1, which is about blood types. That means eat right for your blood type. That means eat as per your blood type. So there is a beautiful book by Dr. Peter, and there may be others. But first is to be aware of. Generally, like we said, we talk about blood type when there is an emergency. Whether to receive blood or donate blood, we say what is the blood type, but that's not the point. Blood type is also very critical for your health, for your weight management, memory, stress, your lifespan, and how you feel and how you look. So it is not about emergency. If I have to give, I should know. No. Your health, your well-being depends on it. Most of us are not aware of this topic, this concept. So we are out of ignorance, maybe eating differently. Our lifestyle may be certain way that is not good for us. We end up with stress. We don't know how to manage. We say, okay, I'm doing meditation, breathing, pranayam, whatever. So one side you are pressing the accelerator, the other side you are pressing the brake. If you're driving a car, then it's no good. You think you're doing good, but your wear and tear goes up, you're pressing the brake, your gas, your petrol, your consumption goes up because you are pressing the accelerator, and the car is getting ready to go to mechanic. And that's what happens in our life. Our lifestyle is such at one end we are doing good things like say meditation, pranayam, and the other side we may be doing unaware, but doing certain things which is against our health. For students, memory is very big thing. Everybody wants, I read once and I should never forget. Even at work, any age, if you talk about, people will say, I'm very stressed. Doesn't matter small means age-wise, young person or just joining the career or about to retire. Everyone is stressed. So the question is, what can we do differently without taking medication? Because if you take medication, then you have your own side effect. So there are 4 types of blood groups: O, A, B, and AB. And then there is an RH factor, which is positive or negative. So if we forget about positive or negative, 93% population are RH positive. So that's why we say don't worry about positive or negative, just as a rough percentage, including both, you have about 47% if we say O first, 45% O blood group in the world. Very close to half the population, O blood group. Then comes A, roughly 33%. Then comes B, which is roughly 16%. And then comes blood group AB, which is just above 5%. So is there a reason? O is pretty much about 50%, then A, then B, and then AB. There is a technical, logical reason for this. And the reason is, it comes from very basic distinction between blood types because they are heavily influencing our digestive system and immune system. So your blood group influence your digestive system, immune system, and you can see that these two are most critical factors in our life. If your digestive system is good, you will stay healthy. If your immune system is good, you will stay healthy. And now here comes the link. 40,000 years ago, when you can say the human story began, we say from ape, we became what we are, human, transition. Everybody was O. Only one blood group, O. This was the time when they were hunting or eating some fruits or vegetables, whatever you get, nothing major. Fresh, that means if you kill a small animal or whatever you eat, that's how your diet would be. Then if we come from 40,000 to only 25,000, means roughly 15 to 20,000 years ago, human beings, they learn how to do agriculture, how to, you can say, convert these wild animals into pets. So now they had pet animals, that means giving them some food. Agriculture means now they knew how to grow certain food items so they can eat not whole year, but at least most part of the year. So their lifestyle, their eating habit, everything changed. Before, only if you kill something or you find some fruits you eat, otherwise you don't. Now you have with you for most of the year. So their whole structure, the biology, and a lot of things change in the body. And then the new blood group A came into existence. So now you know why most of the population in the world is O, then followed by A. Now, this was also a time when migration started. So from Africa, where the story started, now they started migrating first to Asian region. That was the time A blood group came. Then from Asia, they went to Himalayan region and all north, colder region. That was 10 to 15,000 years ago. When they went to cold areas, again, there was a climate change, environmental change. The body need to adapt. A lot of changes came, and that's where the B blood group came into existence. And only about 500 to 1,000 years ago, because of a lot of, there were a lot of wars, a lot of people migrating, business, and all those things from one region to another, Asia, Europe, and different places, then AB blood came into existence. And logically, it came between the A and B people, and then this new group came. So if you forget about plus or minus RH factor, this is what the timeline is for different blood group. And so the number of people in the world with different types are in the same order. The oldest, the maximum, and then A, then B, and then AB. So blood group is much older than what we say, oh, I believe in this faith, this religion, or this ethnicity, and all those things. We define ourselves with that. But our place, region, ethnicity, religion, all this came much after the blood group. So it doesn't matter whether you are in one region or the other, you believe in one faith, someone else may believe in other, but if the blood group is same, there are certain things in your body which will behave similarly. So easily we just go by color of skin, we say the culture or the type of rituals we follow, and we differentiate people. But our DNA, our blood is much more powerful, coming from thousands of years. So it is not something just happened accidentally. And there are only 4 blood groups. Forget about the plus minus RH factor. Now you may say out of it, say 8 billion people in the world, if there is only 4, so we are talking billions of people with the same blood group. So does it mean all those billions of people have the same impact? No, the region, your belief, climate, most important. Yeah, it does make certain differences. but that's why there is a range. So type O is the oldest, most basic. It helped during those days when you have to be on your toes to survive. Wild animals running after you, and you have no major defense system, not good weapons or anything, and you are just running for your life. So immune system had a different role, different purpose. Then A started, after migration started, a lot of difference came in the lifestyle because agriculture started. People started having animals as pets. So you had a lot of different variety of foods available most of the time. And then because of climatic condition, colder, a lot of changes started. And then the B type came into existence. You can imagine the cold climate all of a sudden coming from Africa, from O, then of course Asia, then all of a sudden such a cold, a lot of changes in your thought process, behavior, mind, all those things. And then came AB, which is very new, mix between A and B. So when we see blood, we just see, oh, okay, we say everybody's have a red blood. Yeah, you don't see the DNA, you don't see the genetic code, but it has genetic code, which is coming from generations or thousands of years, as we just saw. If you go back 40, 50,000 of years. So it is coming with a lot of genetic memory. Not for a generation or two, you're talking thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And so this has the programming. Sometimes we wonder from where we learn the habit, or child behaves like parent or grandparents. There is a lot of programming in it. We just don't know how exactly it works out. Even two twins are not exactly same. We think they are identical, but after birth, the environment make the changes. At birth time, they may look exactly the same. Then the difference starts in their thinking, in their behavior, in their eating and lifestyle. But blood group is a code that is coming from thousands of years. Now you think of human body, we are starting from single cell. Then the blood is forming. It's not that, you are just all of a sudden getting blood right from the birth. So again, blood is forming from single cell. That means there is a programming which is first creating all these different types. And so that's why it is way beyond our imagination how this whole mechanism works. And so the blood is really key, not just for our health, our immune system, digestive system. It's a big key factor. And when this is compromised, a lot may happen. Now, where the word immune came from, it comes originally from Latin. There was a city called Munis. It was during Greek time, Roman time. And that time, this city was exempted from any tax. That means they were not paying any tax. So this word came immune. That means as good as that city, you are so strong, or you are kind of free from giving taxes. That's what we want our body to be. And that's why they say immune system means it protects you. It's a defense mechanism. So you have what we call the chemical markers when you do the blood test and all this. Sometimes doctors talk about the markers and called antigens. And these are in our cells. Because the body needs to identify if something new they find, whether it is a friend or a foe, means is it enemy or is it my friend? So one of the very powerful antigen is human blood. It tells you a lot. And then comes antibodies. What are antibodies? It's the army which protect us from different diseases, different, issues in our body. They will keep checking, is there any intruder? Is there anything foreign particle in our body? Whether through food, air we breathe, Sometimes we use, different thing with a soap or different cosmetics, and then we end up getting those toxins. So antibodies are specific role based. So there are different antibodies for different things. They keep looking for any intruder, any problem in this body, and then they will kind of stick to it. They make it like a lump, and then it's easy to get rid of the lump. It's like you have, in a big city, you have 100 thieves, but they are spread all around. It's difficult to catch them. If you handcuff all 100 together, now it's so easy to identify them and get rid of them. Because they're all handcuffed means there's such a big group, they cannot hide. You can see them. That's what we do. Our body does. Now, looking at antigens, here you see we have 4 blood groups. The beauty of this is group A has antibodies B, and group B has antibody A. That means you cannot give blood group A to a person who has blood group B, because A has anti-B. So if you give it to a person B, there will be a fight inside the body. One blood is fighting with the ones you have already given, the blood is fighting with blood. It could be fatal for the person. That's why we check the blood group before giving or receiving from anyone. But when you come to AB, there is no antibodies. But you see, it has A and B antigens both. So it can receive from anyone because there's no antibodies. So AB can receive. It can receive from A, it can receive from B. It say that doesn't matter, I have nothing. So whatever comes, I can take. But you cannot give to anyone. You can receive, but not give to A or B because you have A and B both antigens. Whereas group O has no antigen, but it has A and B antibodies. So group O is a universal donor. I can give to anyone because there is no antigen. But group O person can receive only from another group O. So this makes life little, interesting when it comes to the receiving and donor part. So your body is tuned to whatever the blood type you are. And whatever type the body you are, that's how the body will function. Your digestive system, immune system, your whole behavior, because it is who you are, and then every system works accordingly. But when it comes to mixing of groups or mixing of blood, yeah, then there is a condition, because then you cannot say mix any blood with anyone. And this is the reason why we cannot. And blood is deciding who we are, our thinking, our immune system, digestion means everything. Because our gut, our digestive system actually decide who we are. So that's where this huge impact comes on us. Okay, so this is for today. In the next session, we will get into more details, which is next week.